How do you do? I present Mrs. Chorney, and Fendi. This is Miss Zia.
How do you do?
Won't you come in? Good evening.
Nothing completes a party like a beautiful girl.
You know Jan Kuipers?
I don't think so. How do you do?
Good evening. You like Kuipers?
Yes, we met this afternoon. How do you do?
And thank you so much for that basket with all those most gorgeous things.
I'm pleased if you like it.
I'm excited by them. This day which seems so sad for a birthday. It brings you here and we are having a party. You are going to cut the cake. And you will sit beside me in the seat of honor. Say, who put the tables like this? Why don't we have just one big one?
We would if we had one. Where do you think we are, the Ritz?
Well, who sits out there?
I'm sitting there with Miss Zia. Brian, cocktails.
I was born in Africa. I've lived here all my life. I know what this little table really means.
Forget it. The England that's going to win this war is going to do away with a lot of that nonsense.
Aren't you being a little ahead of time?
Nope. I'm 25 years behind the time. There was a man here then that had the right idea about those things.
Graham Fletcher.
You know of him?
He was a good friend of Abu Khali.
I didn't have the good luck to know him. He said that Africa was a matter of love.
I know what he meant.
He always said that fear produces more fear. He said that force creates violence. But he said if a man really loves Africa, without fear or discrimination, she'd love him in return.
And did she?
I only know he loved Africa. He knew Africa. I believe he spoke 18 dialects and knew the people who used them. You see, Fletcher had a theory. He believed that the black men up here are like the soil. They needed care and cultivation. He wanted to irrigate these barren lands and build a Garden of Eden. That's what he called it.
You love that man.
He's kind of a legend to me. He's buried out there, under the boundary stone.
When I first saw you, I thought you were very grim and officious. But I guess you're the kind of man who does his job as he sees it.
That's right.